It's off the chain. My city. It's off the chain.
From down the way to go to A1 to Crack Hill up to the Bay, Vine Hill, Millville.
It's off the chain. My city. It's off the chain. My city. It's off the chain.
Brick City,
My
Cotton
city.
Hill, Mount Airy, Thomasville, Fairmount, Hamilton, Northside.
King of my city, ain't nobody fucking with me. Got a whole bunch of killers and they all around. We been phones from the city, bad boy like Diddy. I'm all about the Benjamins since I was a little bitty. A lot of comparing going on my turf. And I'm credit for shit I spit in the verse. The niggas mad at me cause they ain't said shit first. But I came for murder when I pulled up in the earth. I'm in the city where the smallest nigga breathes fear. To the biggest nigga around with pistols in the air. We get money, so fuck you niggas live. My niggas up the block just like a missing relative. You get served like fast food and ate fast when them apes blast banana clips at your monkey ass. Don't be in my city flexing that bankroll, cause you can catch the 45 like you was on Baton Road. I'm on that same shit, different on the suave, OD to overdose, bullets gon' ricochet and hit Rick and Ray. Your little brother shouldn't have been there in the first place. Cincinnati crime rate.
ODR tatted on my chest in the state of Ohio. Surround that shit from a city where niggas shoot cops, take over spots, 30 shots around that bitch. Now follow me to that north side. We like fade, no horse ride. My niggas reppin' that outer. Bounce a life in there, that for it. Hit licks in that Millville, Moosewood and Fairmount. My fade niggas say any part of these fuck boys, we go. Welcome to the natty boy, the home of the trenches. And we running pop cans like open the biscuits. I know some young boys out of A1 that'll go and get britches. I call a little bro like we're in the M4 cause I got as a victim. Ask any real nigga in Roseline. Vine Hill, they no chill. If they don't, tell them I stay with that 211, that's a cold steel. Fuck daddy, yo, whole grill. I'm the flu sickness, I'm so ill. So dope in Price Hill. Shot craps in Madville. Get mad respect, I'm so trill. And I put that on my gold grill. E-Town, I did that. Can't name a hood, I ain't been that, boy.
Well, man,
It's off the
me
chain.
on a banner, nigga. Cashier, Quail man, born and raised in the natty. In the cherry Denali with Sally, getting head in the alley, counting me bills. Fuck the whip, cause accidents kill. I spit sober, but I'm even more crack when I'm peeled. Bananas and oranges, potatoes, good feel how I feel. About the 750 with the non-flattable wheels. Me, you dudes sound fake. I'm more like real. Bitch, I'm Bishop with the juice. You more like steel. Get money, Benadryl, like allergy pills. It's been a good year. You should see my salary bill. And that money put on weight, and them calories wheel. That's why them bricks bright white. Valerie's grill. I'm a motherfucking star and a legend. I'm the hardest rapping. Swanky cutting the wing bar and Nathan. Put that kush on the strip. Watch it pop like bacon. They say, Quail, man, you cool. I'm hot like Satan.
I'm fly sale, these young niggas gonna stay gone. My blood full of that Superman and his cape ball. I'm feeling natty, homie, LC vet like Buddy Cook. I was 13 with that KD, but still couldn't win without Westbrook. My lot niggas don't let it ring. Killer choir, you try to sing. This red loud, this OG, it's moving like it's Medellin. My stack niggas got hammers on it. Oakland weed, that's hammer on it. I look past that Louis buckle and still might got a camera on it. My young nigga took 20 lives, killing shit when he was 14. He'll be home when he's 25. Like Drake said, that's no lie. 4 or 5 on my pelvis, blue Crocs, they Elvis. Catch you in that club and paint the whole room red velvet.
Take my CD off the chain, like I got to see me man. Ain't no getting big cash, that mean them big bags. Now they big man, chest sound swole. Oh, you big man, tryna fake me mug. Oh, you big man, now they big man, cause we getting big cash, big bags. Everybody talking now though, I get it strapped like Rambo, I got them all big mad, cause I'm getting hella cheese on the block where they at. Red flag, blue flag, throw it up. Saluting the real true niggas from the dust, from the cradle, and I had to make it to the tipping. Standing on my tippies in the kitchen with that whipping. Automatic start, push button in the car. Got me riding up the block, strutting boulevards. Bitches looking at me cause they know that I'm a star. Now I got a bigger pension, higher than them limits. While they talking about who finished, got me looking at them niggas. It's suspicion, I can tell that they want to be like me, cause I'm a superstar. Got me riding with them yellow bricks like Dorothy off of Oz. Now they beat mad. Now they beat mad. I got them big mad, cause I'm getting big cash. That mean I'm big bad. Now they big mad. Chest sound swole. Oh, you big man.
What's up with all my peoples? What's up with all my peoples? Welcome to another episode of Men's Motivational Monday, where you got me, King David O.D. in the building.
And you got your boy Dre Holland Comedy. What's up with it out there? Let's get it.
Yeah. Shout out to my people worldwide. Shout out to Day to Day. Let's talk about it on Friday. Yeah. The show that started it up. This is Men's Motivational Monday, where we at right now. And don't forget to check out the women on Wednesdays. They be wilding.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
Every day.
You know what I mean? A couple of our people ain't here right now. Sam probably on his way, but Kev called in right now. He ain't feeling under the weather, so we're going to help Kev get better, man.
Get better,
that shit
Kev.
on me.
Come outside.
If you say come outside.
Get better so you come outside.
Yeah,
you,
man.
boy. We miss you, bro.
Fresh air do you good.
It most definitely do.
But congratulations on the new house, man. Big ups. You know what I mean? What I was about to say. Busy One. What's up with Barry? Shout out to Star Qualities. What's up with Kim? We out here in these street needs still. It's been a wild weekend, man. It's been a wild weekend. We're going to need y'all to pray for the city. Uh-oh, damn Sam then walked in. Yeah. There he is. I heard. I know when the door locked, click, ain't nobody else covering this motherfucker.
Damn, Sam.
Yeah. We good, man. Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
I heard you. I big heard you. You know what I mean? A lot of shit been going on, man, this weekend, man. I know y'all heard about it. The shootings. Yeah. It's been going on around the world, though. It wasn't just here.
It was crazy Saturday in a lot of places.
Yeah. Houston, Cali, Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man.
You know, we asking y'all to pray for all the people that was injured and the families to the ones whose lives were taken.
Yeah, man.
You know, like we really got to get it together, man, and real deal buckle down on these gun laws or individuals with the guns. Everybody don't need no gun, even though it's easy to get one, but it just need to be some type of band on it where you can't get it at all, like if you ain't supposed to have it. You know what I mean? I don't know what they could do about it, but
I think it ain't the guns, nigga. It's the people with them, like, cause
right, it is the people with
guns
them.
don't kill people. People kill people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like a gun ain't never just went off on nobody. You know what I mean? It's whole ass niggas with guns. Like everybody's scared to take that L and go hit the gym and come back and meet a nigga again. Like only time you pull out a gun when you get jumped.
Right.
You know what I mean? These cats is pretty. I mean, dude got mopped at the club, though. They showed the video on TV today. He was laid out. They showed like a video from inside the club, the dude who got stopped on the news today. I don't know if y'all got the
But I know I didn't know we was going to get into the topic that soon.
What topic?
This is the topic. It's about the gun, but that's fine because we be out of here on time. But I thought we were going to, are you doing that last?
I'm doing last.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want the whole thing to be about the
tragedy
stuff.
Right?
Yeah,
Tragedy
So I do got something else to talk about.
I got you.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot to do with like emotionally irresponsible people having access to guns. Like the reasons people are dying and getting shot up is retarded as fuck. You know what I mean? Like it ain't because somebody smacked your mom. It ain't nobody because somebody kicked in your dog. It's off of words.
Mm-hmm.
It's off of likes, dislikes. You know what I'm saying? It's off of image.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it ain't like it used to be. Like, so I don't know. I don't think it's the guns the problem. I just think as a whole society need to look in the mirror. Like, why do everybody feel like the first thing I want to do is upstrap?
But the music that I was playing, though, Sam, to me, that type of music make people, I played it on purpose because it make people get hype and everybody talking about guns and you hearing bullets, shoot. I did that on purpose. I did the video on purpose. Even though it's like people that we know, it's still, if you could tell through the video, everybody did the shooting sound and everybody was talking about shooting and all of that. I noticed that in that video.
But you got to think what music does to your mind, man. You can listen to a love song and think about your lady. You listen to a church song, you'll think about peace and getting with God. You think you listening to something like saying bow bow, and that's already in your mind. That just elevates you more. But what gets me is we hear all these songs on repping for my city, but you killing your city. So how can you rep your city when you taking out your own brothers that's inside your city?
My thing is like you fucking up the money.
Yeah.
Like there's people out here trying to get money in these streets. Like I used to be out in these streets, and when you make the block hot, hotter than it already is, it's like, why? You know what I mean? And y'all ain't getting no money for real then. If y'all out here doing all this, y'all ain't getting no money.
No.
And then,
you know what I mean? Like y'all ain't getting no money, because if you had money, you'd be like, I don't want to lose that. I don't want to give my 30 bands to my lawyer to fight this motherfucking attempted murder, this murder charge. You know what I mean? Because you're going to come off 20, 30 bands for a lawyer. You know what I mean? And if you ain't got that type of bread, what you are, I mean, like, you can't even fight the cases that you're doing. You know, like, why you committing cases that you can't afford? Like, stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Like, guns are for protection. They ain't for flex and power on niggas.
I don't care how hard you is when that judge slapped that number on you. I seen
ain't no guns in jail.
I seen them in videos fainting.
Ain't no guns
Dude
in jail.
just fainted last week because the judge gave him double life. He called for his mama, fainted.
So take a deep breath.
You gone, like.
But they don't. I don't think they, like you say, they're emotionally irresponsible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if they single parent households. I don't know if they've been allowed to just think that the world revolves around them, and if something don't go right, they're allowed to explode. Like, I was talking to my little cousin the day up in Indy. I ran up there to go visit my cousin that's out of surgery. And she was talking about her son got in trouble at school today. And he tore up a classroom. So I'm like, you got to teach a nigga a little more emotional responsibility, so he don't just be clocked out thinking that shit is acceptable. You know what I mean? Like, we had a thing at school, like if somebody was picking on us at school, we would whisper to the niggas, something like, I'm going to get you after school. I will beat your ass after school. I'm going to get you on the basketball court. I ain't about to get in trouble in school. I ain't about to wild out of none of that. But when I catch you outside of school, I'm going to beat the brakes off you. What's being you on site?
Shoot,
it ain't nothing about fighting. It's about I'm going to beat you up and then look at you crazy.
Shoot,
we might be friends later and grade some respect for each other. But I'm not about to keep letting you disrespect me or talk to me crazy or do anything without putting my hands on you. I don't want to kill you. I want you to respect me. Because if you kill a motherfucker, you ain't gain no respect for the person you killed.
Nope.
He dead. You know what I mean? Like and now you got more problems. You got to deal with whoever loved him. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want somebody to respect them, get your hands together.
Right.
Get your hands together and earn your respect, and then walk around with a person who's like, yeah, you gonna respect me because you want to do something to you, player. Without this guns, I got a gun on me too.
So I do got questions for y'all.
Bro, we should do this.
Do y'all think it's the issue is mental health or weapon access? But he just kind of said that it ain't, because the guns don't just pull they on trigger.
It's mental health, but at the same time, they're giving access. They're giving mental health people access to the guns.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's liquor. I think it's alcohol. I think it's weed.
Yeah,
I think it's pills. I think it's people not being able to handle if somebody step on your foot, or if you get bumped and you're in a packed crowd, people can't handle it. They immediately.
Everybody want to be hard.
Or they take it personal. Like, nigga, I didn't mean to step on your shoes, nigga. I'm in this bitch drunk. I'm looking at booties. My bad, bro.
We don't do that no more.
My bad, bro.
That's what
my
we
bad.
back
My
in the
bad.
day.
I didn't mean to get you. You know what I'm saying? I'm occupied, nigga. Don't you see what's going on, nigga? I ain't thinking about you and your nice white kids, player. My bad, player. You ain't got to get all mad. This wasn't personal. I didn't say fuck your shoes. I didn't come in here and try to knock your drink out. Your hand will make you sprinkle a drink on you, player. It's elbow to elbow in here, and I'm sliding through it. You weren't paying no attention. I tried to move. You bumped into me. Now drink the spill.
It definitely be the alcohol though, because motherfuckers be having the alcohol and they be feeling themselves and they get to talking shit to the wrong motherfucker too.
It's called a courage juice.
Yeah.
Oh, let me put the disclaimer up, y'all.
But I mean,
Keep it right back.
Mm-hmm.
Disclaimer for Day-to-Day Podcast. The opinions, submissions, and topics discussed on the Day-to-Day Podcast are solely those of the individuals expressing them. They do not reflect the brand integrity of Day-to-Day, and the brand does not persuade or influence anyone's perspective. This podcast is intended for a mature audience only. Please be advised that participation in any topic discussed on the podcast may lead to your perspective being respectfully challenged. However, it will never be addressed personally. We do not tolerate any disrespect or personal attacks during discussions. Furthermore, we reserve our rights without prejudice or recourse. Parental advisory is encouraged for all listeners. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. And shout out to Chris, man. He said if you want a gun, go play GTA 5.
Sure, that make you go shoot people. But let me ask y'all this. I hear a lot of backlash about who's raising these men, right? Do y'all think that men are being raised emotionally unstable? Honestly, like, what do y'all?
My thing is this: how can a woman teach a man how to manage their emotions? That's the $20,000 question. I respect a single mother. I applaud them for doing their absolute best because whole ass niggas ain't stepping up to the plate.
Right.
All that. You know what I mean? But for you to put your emotional management into your son who ain't built to be emotionally in tune like you are, and have them to be expected to be like this, and you might not be the most emotionally stable person because of the baggage you're dealing with from being a single mama and stressing with being, provider and everything you're gonna be. It's a rough ride out here to be a parent. You know what I mean? It's really rough. You know what I mean? It takes two to tango. You need uncles. You say it takes a village to raise a child. Now everybody want to just raise their child by themselves. Helicopter moms and shit. They want to just kind of keep everybody to themselves. Like, well, that ain't how this shit work.
So you saying when women raise boys on their own, the boys are more emotional?
I think they don't have emotional balance. Yeah. Because women, y'all handle y'all emotionally so much different than we do. And if a young boy just watch his mama manage her emotions and think that's the way it's supposed to get down because he ain't got no other example in his face, he can't help but to kind of pick up some whole ass nigga traits.
But it's uncles.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But he might not click with them like, you know what I mean?
Or mama might not like the way the uncles rough her son up. Yeah. And talk to this nigga and treat this nigga certain type of way. Don't talk to my son like that. My son don't do that. My son don't eat that. My son don't. Nigga, he over here with us. He gonna eat what we eat. He gonna do what we doing. Get out of our mess.
Right. You also gotta
this boot camp over here. You know what I mean? We're trying to raise this nigga. You trying to protect this nigga. We trying to raise this nigga because he protect himself. He the king. Mom must be protected. Mom must be protected. Like a young boy don't need protected. He need guidance. Because of how he gonna protect a woman if he been protected by women his whole life? How he learn them skills? That ain't nothing you just learn from coming out the coochie with a dick. You gotta see that live in 3D, watch it manifest, see how it go. You know what I mean? Through examples, through experiences.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? So you need an uncle around. You need to get smacked up. You need to go to the park and let a motherfucker get into it with a motherfucker, and you know what I mean, and learn how this shit go out here and make your own self and grow your own nuts. But if it's a strong woman, because my sister didn't she did her son. She was such a strong black woman, single mom. She damn near stole these niggas nuts.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, and wonder why they get women that kind of be a certain type of way, and then talk about the women they choose. Well, they used to being controlled by a woman. Their entire life they've been told what to do, how to do it, how to clean their room, how to cook, how everything they gotta do.
But don't men teach they sons that too though?
They should if they active in their life.
I mean, but I'm saying
they should. Like it's a lot of it ain't the woman's fault. I'm not saying trying to put this on women's faults. I blame a lot of niggas for not fighting to be a part of their children's lives.
And also with that, man, they could be protecting the kid from the uncles, from the family members, and they really ain't got nowhere to go because it's crazy out here. Who over there? Who you allowing your kids to hang with? Just cause little John hang with your son, what traits is little John teaching your kid? Who is this little boy your kid around? He could be the one like, yeah, man, we out there we out there doing this. Or is he in the room, you know what I'm saying? Let's do our homework. Let's do so. I study everybody. Like when my daughter, I'll be like, look, this one, she ain't gonna steer you right. So don't hang with her. Don't, because when she was at the party.
But they would like to hang with that person just because you told them that.
Yep, and then she was in the skating rink, like, I air all these girls out. I'm like, you ain't about to air nobody out when you at this weekend. Your mom can come get you. Because that's not what we do. You not. And I told my daughter, like, that's not a good example. You will never go nowhere with her or her mama by herself. Because she said, yeah, me and my mom, no, you ain't going with her. You ain't going with her. So we got to, and that's what a lot of people don't do. They don't quit being scared of your kids. I'm not scared of my kids. You ain't about to go hang. What area you going to? You got to, even the area, like, oh, they stay here, they can't take it. And it's sad that it's like that because when I was little, I could be downtown or around here, go to a party and nothing was going down because that ain't what we did back in the day because we got towed up by you or miss around the corner or this person. Parents took care of each other's kids. But these days, you say something to somebody's kid, here come the parent because now you got kids having kids. So the kids that's having the kids they're not a parent.
They ain't fully developed yet.
They ain't developed. You still getting raised by your mom. So now you trying to raise a kid, and then you taking your kid around everybody's house, and that kid's starting to grow up. Then it's gonna turn on you like, hey, you had me in the environment. This is what it is. So you gotta.
And kids, you gotta watch the kids more than you watch. I mean, you gotta watch everybody, the adults and the kids, but kids molest on each other.
Yeah.
And if you letting kids just be somewhere with a lot of kids and nobody is watching them,
no supervision,
they feel on each other. They do stuff that they ain't supposed to be doing. Kids are worse than anything.
Yep.
And you wouldn't think that, but they are. And they could be the cousins, it could be the brothers. Them little kids, they will do some perverted molestation to the other kids.
Yep.
So people really need to watch their children, especially when they're in a room together, when they're out partying with the kids. You still gotta watch your kids.
You gotta kind of coach your children up too to prepare for the weird
for
shit.
that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things like you gotta be like, hey, don't let nobody do this. Hey, this is not appropriate. Hey, these are not things that are cool. This is not acceptable. These are not things that are supposed to happen. So you need to understand that. Don't let nobody convince you that this is what needs to be going on. You know what I mean? Be able to talk to your children and talk about uncomfortable subjects early in their life. Don't wait till they get exposed to it. Try to be the person who exposed them about the drugs and stuff. Maybe not at a real in-depth level. You know what I mean? But, and ask them questions. Don't always talk to them. Ask them what they know. What you know about weed? What you know about sex? What you know about porn? What you know about this? What you know about that? What do you know? You know what I mean? Because you might be surprised what your 8 or 9 year old tell you.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean? Because of what they've been exposed to. So it's like, sometimes we forget that children, I think, are young adults. And they're gonna expose to all the stuff that we exposed to, and it's a lot earlier because of technology they got access to. The stuff they giving kids access to on YouTube, and on different things. You think it's safe to just leave your kid alone with a tablet at 5 years old because they quiet?
That's babysitter.
That's all that matters. I give you my phone, shut up. I give you this tablet, shut up. I give you this, shut up. I know, I see it, and it's like, it's like, damn, and then they compensating and just buying them stuff. So now they got instantaneous gratification. They're getting endorphins from all this stimulus they getting electronically, and you buying them stuff all the time and cater to them everything. How can they have a realistic expectation when they get older? Dude, the world owe them something. I met a chick when I was at the nursing home. She was talking about her little son, how she bought him this, and he had this, and he had a tablet, and he had this, and he played Roblox all day, and he like 5 or 6 years old. Single mom with one child, just ruining this nigga.
So do y'all think that they got a lot to do with the way people handle emotion?
Yeah, because if you actually look at what they watching on the tablet, like Roblox, these other little shows, they giving your kids messages that you need to take heed to,
and they've been
giving your kids some messages, and it's the messages
like I told my granddaughter she was watching.
They've been giving us messages for the longest since we was kids.
Kids giving us messages, but the only thing that we had parents that say you can't watch that.
But it wasn't so in our face either. You know, we learned when we got older, we thought about Scooby-Doo in a different way. We thought about the Sesame Street a different way. You know, we started thinking about, was he gay? Was Bert and Ernie on some other shit? You know what I'm saying? What was this motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, we started equating, looking at it a little differently. You know what I mean? Like, but now it's so, with them making kids so comfortable talking about you can choose your sex as a young age. I want to be a girl and I'm 4 years old. And some parents condone that. I don't knock nobody how they do it, but you got to think, like, what does sexuality have to do with a childhood?
Nothing.
If you ain't old enough to have sex, why are you worried
talking about it?
Right.
If you like to wear jogging pants as a little girl and baseball caps and gym shoes like to play outside with the boys, okay, you still my little daughter. You still my princess with a baseball cap on. You're still a beautiful young girl. It's because that's what you're comfortable with. I want you to be comfortable. I don't want you to feel like you got to make a choice because you don't dress like the other girls. You don't like to do like this like the other boys. You know what I mean? Like, and giving these kids so many options when they're super little. Like, why you give your kids 1,000 options so they can be confused before they old enough to maturely make a good decision? You're supposed to make the decisions for your child and realize that when your child old enough to make those decisions for themselves, give them that opportunity. But don't just be like, oh, my kid like this. Like, no, your kid eat what everybody else eat in the house. I know so many parents that used to cook individual kids different stuff because this kid, I don't like that. That's what's for dinner.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? That's just what's for dinner today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not like every meal. It's okay. Get over that shit. But I know motherfuckers will be like, well, my child only like chicken tenders and French fries.
And that's what they
like, huh?
Yep, that's
true. I'm like, so let me ask y'all a couple questions. If your homeboy was unstable but legal, do y'all say something though? You know, he going out, he go to the clubs, he unstable as hell, but he legal. You know,
you talking about carrying?
Yeah.
I would try. I actually had a homeboy that he was crazy. I'm just gonna say it. He was gone, but smart, real smart. Like graduated Kentucky College. Just smart, but it was something wrong. So go out, pick us up in the car. Like, well, we about to kick tonight. He said, if anything jump off, I got my baby with me. Got out, close the door. Y'all gonna get in trouble. I ain't going nowhere with this dude because we done talked to him like what is gonna be, what he own. It's like he's so smart, raised right. So smart, raised right, but he wanted that life when he wasn't about that life. You wasn't raised like that.
I was on the sidewalk one day in O'Briensville. Some little young dude walked past me, and he overheard me talking to somebody. he inserted himself into our conversation, right? He heard some shit, slick shit I said and comment like, damn, So next thing you know, I'm talking to this little nigga for like 45 minutes, and the people I'm talking to went back into the little birthday party inside the bar. This little nigga, you know what I mean, pull out his little gun, like, yeah, OG, like, you know what I mean, you gotta do like this, like, yeah, my mom, my dad, and this and that. And I'm sitting here like, I'm listening to him, and he talking about, yeah, both his parents are professionals and this and this and this, but these streets, wow, I gotta stay strapped, I gotta do this, you know what such and such say. I'm like, but you ain't living that life though, player. You listen to all this music and watching all these videos on TV, and you feel like you gotta stay strapped because Young Dolph got murdered. You ain't Young Dolph, nigga. Them niggas, you know what I mean? Like, why is you putting these paranoid and fears in your mind on some shit you seen off the internet, and now you running around strapped? You know what I mean? Like you just waiting on somebody to do something. Like you a scary ass nigga. You paranoid, almost bringing that nervous energy to a situation.
Are guns, like what you saying, basically, that was the question too. Do guns make them feel powerful?
Mm-hmm. Make them feel safe.
Because
they scared of what they hear. They scared that, you know, they see some of these motherfuckers really out here with AK rifles or handguns, and little niggas who out here for real. You know what I mean? They see them because they go to school with them. They've been interacting with them, and now they nervous. They want to be like them, but you ain't them.
Because I always wonder, like, because we can't come at these kids like when we was their age. It's not gonna work. How our people's raised us. Like, if you see me doing something and that was my mama, you go check me because you know my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood took care of each other. You can't come at that approach no more. Like, it can't.
I think you can. You gotta be finesse.
You gotta be a finesse.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you come from that generation, you know how to approach a young nigga who out here wild. I'm like, come on, young G, you need to keep this shit down a little bit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna cuss you out and go tell your mom, like, nigga, like, you fucking up the block, you messing up the money, you doing this, like, you making that shit hot. Nobody trying to bury you, nigga. Like, why, you know what I mean? Just, you need to think about this little shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody but a motherfucker who I care enough to say something to you. And that's what these little niggas don't get. Enough men that's willing to just say something to them, like, oh, because I care. I don't know you, my nigga. That's why I sat and talked to this little nigga for 45 minutes. Like, I don't even know you, my nigga.
And he approached you,
right?
He approached you.
So I was like, your energy came over here. So I'm like, I'm gonna give you my absolute best and tell you, like, this is a foolish ass decision you making. You doing crazy ass shit. You got a 2-parent household, professionals. You talking about shit?
Yeah, you living on Bryant'sville.
You don't live on. He just walking through, and he got a gun on him, and like, you know, Bryant'sville. Like, what the fuck is doing anything in Bryant'sville? You know what I mean? Like. And you got your chest poked out, like, player. Like, you need to rethink life.
He wanted to hear somebody because
Chris said they got them guns. I think they make them gangster.
Right.
Yeah, he probably ain't.
And it's like my G, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would start carrying guns fucking 30-some years ago.
How do they get them in the clubs?
Pay the bouncer.
Or they don't check no more.
Or just have somebody open the side door.
But they really don't check no more. They do.
You go in there, hey nigga, you go and pay, and then whoop de whoop. I'm gonna be by the back door. You open the door, I'm sliding in.
Yeah.
Just like that.
When we went to Skippers, pat down was 3 minutes. Like, we gonna do 3 minutes pat down.
Especially when it's fights and other shit going on. It's security distracted. Slide in.
I'm gonna be saying, bro, I got real beef out here. I need to get in here with this, and I'm gonna pay you extra.
They do that too.
Men.
Yeah. They do that too.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, give me that. But what's the extra, honey? They're gonna get that $100 up. They just gonna spend that on drinks.
My thing is like, I
seen it.
My thing is like this, like when I had to get in a situation where it was that type of tenseness in my life, I really didn't have no desire to just be out in public because I didn't want to. Because after you go to jail for felonious assault and you facing 8 to 18, because that's what it is. It's 5 to 15 plus 3 years for the gun spec. You know what I mean? For felonious assault. That's if a nigga live. You know what I mean? And so once I went through that situation, I'm like, it ain't worth it to me. Like, the lawyer was fucking $7,500 to start. You know what I mean? This is 90 fucking 2. You know what I mean? So they probably 10, 15 bands now. It's like I don't want to be like, if I got to do something, this nigga's gonna be in the streets where I ain't got no witnesses.
It's hard to do that too now. And I had no witnesses. So many cameras there.
But that's what I'm saying. But if I had that type of tenseness in my life, and I realized that, I wouldn't be out here trying to go to every concert. I wouldn't be trying, and I ain't that I'm scared. I like my freedom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather get out here and get money. And if me and this nigga ever cross paths, then I deal with that shit then. But I'm not about to keep going to every bar, every little club to meet this nigga cousins and create this situation because I want to get money. And fucking around in jail and giving lawyers $10,000 and all that, you can't stack like that. You keep catching cases, and especially because if you a nigga with money, you trying to stay out of jail, so you're paying the lawyers, you're paying the bonds. You know what I mean? If they ain't giving you 10%, you give it to a Bill's bond, man. You know what I mean?
You can't do that though. Chris said have your woman put it in a purse. They be checking my purse.
They definitely
more
going
than
to
they
win purses.
Yeah, they check these purses.
They check my purse more than they check the men's stuff.
Right.
But it's like Sam said, man, you got to think about your freedom. Dude, I got locked up for 3 weeks. I was in there crying every day. Cause I was in there, I was locked up, bro. I was in there. I woke up like, dang, man, watching everybody outside. So I never carried a gun in my life, never. My dad always taught me to throw these. So that changed. You ain't throwing these no more. So I don't go nowhere. But when I was locked up, I know people saying, "Oh, dude, I did 5 to 10." That's you. I don't want to do 5 to 10. When I didn't know that when my court date was and I was sitting in jail for 3 weeks, bro, you snatched my soul, dog. I was in there crying. I want to go outside. Like, I'm seeing everybody outside. Man, I'm on my mama and them. I said I'd do better on them. And that's what I did. I did better. Get out here. You will never. I said, you ain't even got to see. You will never see me back in here, bro. I was like, if I do get in here, I'm gonna cry some. I said I cried every day. I said whatever my mama want me to do, because I lost my apartment. I said, if my mama tell me to cut the grass and there ain't even no grass over there, I'm cutting it. I'm not coming back here. And I looked at the courtroom. I told them, I said, y'all need to stop coming here too. Like, it ain't fun upstairs. I said, upstairs ain't fun. Like, some of y'all about to go upstairs and it's not fun. I was like, cheese thick, hamburger cold, bread big, and the water is nasty. It's not comfortable. And you just sitting there like this, the TV on the ceiling, and you watching it. I was like, the judge was like, calm down. I was like, no, they need to know what they about to go. They think they about to go kick it. And then I was like, it was dudes upstairs that I know I want to fight on the street. But we locked up in here together. I was like, call me soft if you want to. I don't want this life. I was like, my dad them taught me how to fight. I was like, I won't even fight nobody. Hit me, you going to jail. I'm calling the authorities. Right. But when I was locked up for 3 weeks, man, that snatched my soul, dude. I was like, you can't do nothing. You ain't going outside. You got to stand in there with big dudes taking showers and stuff. I'm thinking it's like a house that you take a shower by yourself, but ain't nothing closed. Everybody ass out in there taking showers, like, and I'm up there like, dang, bro, they big, like, up in here, like, shit, man. I'm in there like, I'm talking about I'm short. I'm like, these some big, I'm saying these stones. I'm telling you again. I said, hey, I'm talking about them some big dudes in there, bro. This downtown, like, they ready to get shipped out. Like, I ain't about to tell them what I did. These niggas in there talking about I'm about to do 5. They go, well, man, they know I've been there for 3 weeks. People want to go in jail acting hard, but you ain't gonna act hard when you in there. Yeah, all that stuff gone. Cause I seen a lot of dudes just sitting there like this. Big nigga, just muscle on, just sitting there looking like I did. Like, what you in here for? Just here, dog. I ain't telling nobody why I'm in here. But I was in there with people that's like, man, we about to get sent upstate. So I just walk away because I don't want to be in the conversation. Like, this is a long time ago. I'm looking at these. I'm short, dude. I'm a little dude, like walking around with all these. But nobody bothered you because everybody was thinking about, why the hell am I here? We went to meetings, dudes in there crying. And the guy was like, you weren't crying when you did your thing. You weren't out there crying. I was like, I ain't even do nothing for real. Like, but I'm in here because I didn't know when they was going to hit me to court. So they kept me in there 3 weeks. Wow. Then I went to my court. They gave me an oral bond and all this. Time. That's a long, 3 weeks is a long. I did 3 weeks. What? I was locked up for 3 weeks. What? Downtown. It ain't fun. Especially when I got arrested. I'm in a car. I'm looking at my mom and them house. And I'm looking at everybody looking at me and the people I got in trouble with. I'm looking at them. They ain't in the car. And when that officer got in that car and he took off, bro, I was in the back like, dang, man, look at my mom. I want my mom. He all like, where we going? Then we get downtown. I'm still like this for about an hour, dude, till they processing and everything. Yeah, I'm like, you be in that little room, like, and then I seen the dudes that was cleaning the jail, the sweeping. They look, I'm like, man, they about to beat me down in here, dog. I'm up there trying to look tough, and I had waves.
You can't look tough with waves.
No, you can't. I said I had waves. So I was like, man, they about to get me, dog. I'm up there when I got the cuffs off, I did my hair. I messed up my hair. Like, I was in there. People be like, I don't care about going to jail. Go to jail. Because it ain't fun, bro. And I was just downtown.
Right.
I know a few people that go to jail because they be on the streets, right? And you know, when you go to jail, fuck up your living situation. Yeah. And sometimes you don't never get to bounce back.
Yeah, you don't bounce back.
You know what I mean? Some people go to jail just to get off the street.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Has to do something to go lay down for the night, knowing they're gonna get out in the morning. Type shit. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. So let me ask y'all these questions.
I'm never going back.
Do y'all think? Well, we kind of elaborated on this, but why is it so easy for people to get guns if they try to say that, you know, they trying to keep it away? Oh, breaking in cars maybe too. People
breaking in cars, and people shooting somebody with the gun and then sell it off to somebody.
Well, no, and the government want that shit. I remember when
they flooded.
I remember when motherfuckers used to train, nigga, and like a motherfucker used to train, like motherfuckers come through with trunks of guns. Like I bought my Tech 9 in like 93, 92. You know what I mean? With the motherfucking screw-on barrel, and you know what I mean? Like, cause it had a like I don't know if y'all remember when the dude they found grenades on the side of 75 or 71. Yeah, I was fucking with dude. He was bragging about this shit. He was a nigga from New York. And he wasn't even nigga, he was some Cuban or he was some other foreign national. You know what I mean? Like, cause if you legal, it's right now they selling guns for cheaper than they ever have in the fucking history of this country right now. But about as money is out there, like I get emails and they talk about you can get you an AK for $399. You can get you this for $100-something. You can get you a semi-automatic fucking shotgun for $300 or $400. And some of these things you can convert to fully automatic, like a fully automatic shotgun.
You can go to Trader's World. You go to Trader's World and pick that shit up.
Right. So with that being said, it's like it ain't by accident. It ain't like we in the lab whipping up guns. They make these things and they find their way to the streets to these gun shows and people just banging them because they know. Guess what? All it's gonna do is promote their agenda.
If you go have,
because it's an agenda to keep us. Because if they make the people who are in the suburbs so uncomfortable with what happens in the inner city, they wouldn't have a problem with martial law.
I think that people learn their gun laws. If you learn the gun laws, and you know if you go get registered, you know what I'm saying? Like I know the vast majority can't go get registered. But if you actually take the time to go get registered and get your CCWs, you will learn and know the proper way to use that motherfucker when it's time to use it.
Yep. That's the thing, like, but it's like people get taught how to whip up dope.
Yeah.
People get taught how to hustle.
Yeah.
People get taught how to do a lot of shit. But a lot of people just get guns and just wing that shit. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like they think like that guns don't need fucking training. Guns don't need
they definitely do.
No knowledge, and I need to study and understand. Like, how can I do this in the dark? If I can't see because I'm up under a car and I need to do this and this and this. What am I supposed to do in these panic situations? So by the time this shit the fan, it's all panic. They ain't prepared.
Yep.
You know, that's why you hear people who talk about us as black people trying to organize and get ourselves together to a point where we're not dependent so longer, that they talk about training. Whether it be training for like martial arts or training with guns or training, learning how to garden, learning how to homestead, learning how to raise animals, learning how to be self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We so dependent on the system, and we just take stuff for granted. Like I used to laugh at people who used to buy video games and they just grab them and just start playing them. I was a nigga like to read the instruction book, see everything that my game could do. Versus, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to miss out on something. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to know. You know what I mean? I would buy books on my game. You know what I mean? So, but people be so into, I just want to do it. You know what I mean? I just want to do it. I got a gun. I'm gonna do this, and it's like, and that's why you get so many innocent bystanders. You get so many random people shoot. Because if you're a real live shooter, and then you got a target, and you within 50 feet, and you miss your target.
Yeah.
Really? Like the bullets move so many hundreds of feet per second.
And don't be that little cat who's turned the gun sideways.
You see it on the movie.
Yeah, that don't work.
Well, is emotional intelligence more important than people bearing arms? I think it's
the same question. You got early right.
Yeah, but I think, man.
No, it kind of is. It kind of is.
Because we asked about emotional intelligence.
We did ask about people being emotional, and then y'all was talking about, what about, would y'all rather y'all son know how to fight and how to shoot? I would say both for me. I want them to know how to fight and how to shoot.
But I want them to know how to fight and to shoot. But the shoot part, you got to teach them. This is why.
You're allowed to take them to the gun range. You know that, right? You can take a kid to the gun range.
You can take, if somebody coming in your house, or you got to protect yourself, but don't just go out because I told Sam I ain't like Dave had. Now Dave want to kill me. That's what they really killing over. I'm like, man,
it's the drill music.
Like,
that shit on even more.
You know, but when we was coming up, being smart, we was like, we smart, you know what I mean? And then it'd be the smartest one in class that looked like they thuggish. When I was coming up, how we looked back in the day and how we was raised is different than today. Today, you can go to college, but then after you graduate, you want to go turn up. You still want to be in there because it's a whole lot of smart people that's trying to live that life. That's smart as heck, man. That graduated high school.
It's back to the internet.
Yeah. Graduated high school.
But I can't lie. I was a semi-intelligent nigga, and I ended up getting caught up.
Yeah, they
you know what I mean? In the streets. I didn't have both parents per se in the same household, but you know, my family was intertwined, and I went to a public school, and you know what I mean, and then ended up getting to a point where I got locked up for shooting a nigga because I didn't want to take my friends with me to go to another neighborhood. The only way they would let me leave was like, you take this and we going. All right, well, I'm going to get my stuff. I'll be back. And I ended up catching the case and beating or whatever. But it ended up being to the point where once I did that, I couldn't get a job no more.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So now I didn't understand that I could get my stuff expunged because I beat the case. I just left it on my record. So everywhere I went, the door slammed in my face. So it pushed me to the streets. You know what I mean? And I met a nigga who I went to school with, right, one day at the bar, probably like, I say about 15 years ago. And he saw me. I hadn't seen a nigga since high school. He's like, what's up, man? What you into? I was like, man. He was like, he was the smartest nigga I knew. He was like, what you doing? I'm like, shit, out here. He was like, what? I should motherfucker, nigga, like, for real? Like, you ain't do nothing with all that? I'm like, no, I got caught up. You know what I mean? Like, because we was in, you know what I mean? Shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, I was far from a dummy. And I heard Viola Davis say something on the NAACP Awards the other night. She said, you know what hell is realizing that the person you are never met the person you were supposed to be, type shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you never lived up to your expectations because you never did the things you wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like, and it made me really, you know, like, think about, you know what I mean, like, what I could have been had I went to TSU, because I got accepted to Tennessee State. But in the fucking, I said, I'm gonna take a year off because I'm tired of school. You know what I mean? And end up getting in trouble right before I was supposed to go to school. It wouldn't let me leave the state. And that started my spiral. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like, but still appreciating who I am today, though. Not with no regrets. Like, yeah, I made some fucked up choices. So that's why I try to help and try to, you know, give people different options, because I exercise my freedom of choice like a motherfucker, and it ended up costing me a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? From my time to, you know what I mean, aging myself through stress. You know what I mean? And it was by choice. Nobody forced me to do anything I did. And so when I get caught up, I sat there like, yep, I did it. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I mean? What type of deal y'all talking about? I ain't got nothing to say about nobody else, but I got a lawyer and I ain't tripping. I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I carried this. Yeah, I sold that. I did it. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm out here for real. Like, I understood this. It wasn't an accident. Nobody forced me. I wasn't no gun in my head to do the choices I made. So now that I'm older, I want to try to.
You told on yourself, huh?
Not necessarily, like, because I understood how this shit worked. Because if you got 5 audio and 1 videotape, and it's the Regional Enforced Narcotics Unit, what I look like going, and I'm on probation for my first old case. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I gonna sit here and play with you motherfuckers for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I you know what I mean? Or I'm in there because I got a gun in the car and I ain't supposed to. And I'm like, they're like, you can go to court. Why? So what type of deals we talking about?
So let me ask these last couple, because we got a few more minutes. It's, do y'all feel, I think y'all was kind of elaborating on that a little bit, social media beef fuels a lot of life balance?
Because you,
you're seeing it.
Yeah, you're seeing it. And you got to think, if I think it is. It's very influential. It influences people, because you got kids watching their parents act a fool on Facebook.
Yeah.
Acting a fool, going live saying, well, beat the dick, you a parent.
Yeah, but the kids might not be on her page. But
the kids might be there while they doing it.
They gonna find out. Girl, like my mom was on her page and I saw your mama tripping last night.
Yeah.
But I've seen videos with the kids actually there while the parents tripping and somebody else taping it.
Tripping,
because most people don't care if their kids there if they wild out.
We lost some.
A lot of them are not really parents to their kids. They friends with their kids.
Yeah.
So when you got parents that's actually friends with their kids, like, you can be a friend with your kid, but it's like, to a certain extent, you still got to let them know that you still the parent. You jumped out of these, you know what I mean, between these legs. So you hear, like, because of me, give me that respect.
Is there a difference between being friends and being friendly?
Yeah, because I can be friendly.
I can be friendly with you, but we ain't never equals, because a friend is your equal.
Yeah.
As a parent, you ain't my equal player.
I can be friendly with
you. Know what I'm saying? Like, we can be cool and joke around here and there, everything, but don't never get it twisted. Stay in your lane. And that's what I love about my father. Always like, you know, you ain't responsible. You ain't grown. You could be 20-something years old. If you ain't taking care of every aspect of your life, you still a dependent.
Man,
and if you were dependent, you just an old ass child. You know what I mean? So I really worked on trying to make myself independent and trying to take care of every aspect of my life and not ask nobody for nothing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And live that, because I really didn't like the fact that somebody could talk shit to me. And I'm over 18 and 19. And he had a right to, because I'm living in his house. I'm eating his food. I'm asking him for favors here and there. You know what I mean? Like, so who am I to walk around my chest out and I'm still begging for help when my car break down or something this happened? You know what I mean? So it's like, I think a lot of it is just You know, we need to, you know, work harder on setting standards with our children. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I love my child and we can joke and play and all that, but don't never think you're my equal. And a lot of parents be trying to normalize being equals with their kids and trying to get the kids the same luxuries that they experience. Like, why is you eating calamari and your kids eating calamari and lobster? They ain't did nothing to deserve calamari and lobster. You know, there's motherfuckers out here who work every day that don't know what that shit tastes like. Like, why you ain't getting your kid like, nigga, you on the cheers, man. You know, I could be people gonna probably chop me up for this. But I'm like, stay in your lane, player. Why ain't you on the kids menu?
But you don't want the kids eating beans and weenies either.
No, I'm saying like if you in a restaurant, they got a kids menu, but why am I letting you go and eating this grown shit? Like you deserve. If you ain't you a child. Yeah. If it ain't a birthday, like so how can you think that this is normal? So when your kid be 13, 14, 15 years old, they got unrealistic expectations. You know what I mean? Like it's like how do you balance that out? So when a kid be irrational because things ain't going their way, they can't afford this, and they suicidal because life ain't going the way mama made it for me when I was little. Now that I'm out here by myself, I can't cope because I can't do the stuff that I was doing. You know what I mean? Because it's a reality check. Mm-hmm. You know, I remember my daddy telling me something that it stuck with me for all my life. He said, "I'm gonna give you what you need. I ain't here to give you what you want. Get your shit together. Get what you want. You want to go to the store and get you some licorice? You want a hot pickle? You want some grippos and a Faygo, nigga? That ain't my business. Do something to get that. My business is feeding you at home for dinner, making sure you eat breakfast when you go to school, and you got lunch money. That's my job. You want fucking grippos and licorice and all that other shit, you need to figure out a way to get that shit for your motherfucking self, nigga."
What's that movie?
Like you gotta learn how to.
I'm gonna jump into that other.
How much?
Ding ding.
Oh, and then
So I got a little question scenario. I'm gonna give y'all.
I had one more thing, but that's okay. You go ahead because we ain't get that much time.
All right, so we gonna switch gears, man. We're gonna come back to this one. This is great though. We're gonna continue this conversation on Wednesday with the women. You know, about the gun violence. We're gonna get some of their point of views. But a female and been married to her husband for years, you know, and every time they have deep conversation, he goes to Chat GPT and answer her question when she texts him because she at work and he at work. She had text him something and they get into a deep texting conversation. You know, he responds through Chat GPT. And she didn't know that at first until he told her. And then the moment she found out about it, she feel like, who is she really been talking to all this time? Is it really been her husband or has it been Chat? You know what I mean? Like, she don't know. You know what I mean? If she married to Chat or married to her husband. You know, so what would your advice be in this situation?
First of all,
because do you think, you know what I mean? Like, because everybody.
So you saying, this is what I'm thinking. So you saying versus him coming off his dome and telling her how he feel, he asked in Chat, like, what should I say to my wife? Or what should I, whatever. And then he told her, basically, shit, I be asking Chat GPT what to ask you.
Mm-hmm. And then she got mad.
So she feel like, damn, you gotta ask Chat instead of talking to me
from the heart.
From your heart or knowing what to say.
Yeah.
You goofy.
Yeah, first of all, if y'all at work, why y'all having deep conversations through text? If you at work. What you at work having this deep conversation, right? Mm-hmm. What y'all do yesterday when y'all was at home? How's y'all communication at home?
Yeah.
So I gotta check it on both sides, because if she's allowing to only go through text to say because I'm not gonna lie, women, when they got something to say, that bubble is long. That bubble coming through long, and then you be like, dang, you see one paragraph, another paragraph, then you just text like So that's you text like, okay, I can't do all. So maybe he do be like, hey, she just asked all this. What can I do to answer her? Because I'm not about to type all that stuff. I'm not about to respond to you like you sent me this long paragraph, and then you be like, so what you got to say? I'm like, you know, I ain't read all this yet. But my thing is with the communication in the house. What was y'all doing the night before where y'all couldn't have this conversation face to face? Or is one scared to say how they feel for real? Or it's just both sides. Like she's allowing it.
So do you think he wrong for asking chat?
I don't. If he ain't ever told her, you know your mate. You should know your mate. You should know previous texts. If the person I'm talking to, if I send a paragraph, they go question it because that's not what I do. So it was something that had to start. He probably just don't know how to respond because when women text, they text. And it'd be a lot. And then they want you to do, you gotta scroll.
GPT helps him find
his words. Maybe he's saying what he want to say, but he's like, I want to say it this way, but can I do it? But my thing still is, y'all at work. Which y'all ain't doing y'all job. Y'all working and now y'all doing y'all personal stuff. Yeah, your personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? But where is the communication when it ain't no phone in your hand or anything like that? How's y'all conversation? How's y'all conversation? Are you a texter or are you a talker? Because don't text me tomorrow when we've been together all night.
Especially, I mean, if we in the same house.
Yeah. I'm not about to text you when I'm in the house.
Why?
But I think a lot of
if she upset, I'm like, "What's up? You hungry?" That's it.
If your house big, you got room to be over here and be over here.
All I'm saying is, me and my husband text each other because I be at work and he be.
Yeah, that. But like y'all right here, he in the living room, you in the kitchen. I'm not about to sit here and text mom.
No.
You know what I mean? But I know people that actually do it.
Be in other rooms. Like I could be downstairs in the basement.
That's understandable.
Or she could be in the kitchen and I'm upstairs.
But I know for a fact, if Hosh got something serious to talk about you,
we gonna call.
We gonna hear her. She coming up. She coming upstairs. So you ain't about to.
Yeah.
And then, but you at work. You were scared to say this last night.
Yeah.
You were scared to do this, so maybe
afraid. But he didn't. It wasn't that he was afraid to say what he said. He just didn't know what to say.
He didn't know what to say.
So
she
respond.
But if he told her that, he told her that,
he told her that on his own.
You can't get mad because when you talk to Chat GPT, that's your words. They just put it in context for you. They just make it professional without all the other stuff. So if that's the way he can, because I would do it. You want a long text? I'm going to Chat GPT. Like, this is what I'm going to tell her. Can you just let her know? Like, because I'm not about to sit here and text a long paragraph at work. This is something I'm talking to now. Like, I'm like, they will tell you right now, you're not getting the same response from me. If it's this long, I'm like, okay, then we'll talk about it. That's what I'll text. I'm like, okay, then I see what you're saying. But to sit there and be at work when you're supposed to be working.
So do you think she's wrong for being mad?
Come on, man. It ain't even no reason to get mad.
She feel like you can't talk to me without asking chat.
So, but have she tried to talk to him in person? Have they even tried to communicate?
She only made it. Listen, she only made it a point that and start feeling that way because he told her.
So
have he just shut up and just kept doing it the way he'd been doing it, he had been fine and it wouldn't be a problem.
If somebody, I'm gonna be honest. This is even what we were talking about earlier. We get mad at the most pettiest stuff and make it a marital problem. And then you got all these people divorcing for something petty or get mad at each other, losing time. Because tomorrow ain't promised what you go willingly lose all this time. Because I told you I go to Chat GPT to get my point because I don't know what to say. I don't want to put it into right. Maybe he just don't know how to put it into right words for her to understand. So Chat GPT said, look, this is his coach. I'm going to tell him what he's really trying to say. But don't get mad and just be like, oh, Oh, am I married to Chat G? You know you ain't married to no damn Chat GPT. You married to the dude that you getting angry with. Don't get angry. It's just we get mad over petty stuff. Ask him, what do he need help? Do you need help? Talk, because everybody can't talk like Sam. Sam he don't need Chat GPT. He don't need the text. He just gonna tell you what's off the dome and what's in his heart.
Right.
Everybody can't do that.
Right.
Everybody ain't got that confidence and strength, because some people just don't know how to talk. You knew that when you married him. That how his vocabulary is.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's something serious and he want a little help going to Jeffy because he love her, I want this to go right, because ain't no telling what she sent him.
Right.
Did you use ChatGPT too? We don't know. We don't know. But
what you say about it, Sam?
I agree a lot with what Dre said, because it goes into question the whole basis of this relationship. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a texter, and everybody who knows me know I'm not a texter. Like, if you got something to say to me, say that shit, because I can trust your words, even if they fucked up and they come off and they offensive, and you say things that might hurt my feelings. I can respect that more than a scripted response. You know what I mean? Because by the time, if she sat up and wrote him a book at work, how long did it take her to write that motherfucker? And she expected the motherfucker to come off the dome to reply that shit. So he asked for backup because she hit him with some information or some questions. And I go back to what Dre said, is like, who has important conversations digitally?
yeah,
That means that you don't have a connection in your relationship. It ain't got nothing to do with Chat GPT. It's got to do with the basis of y'all relationship,
Now,
where y'all don't feel
man.
comfortable, where y'all don't feel comfortable, where y'all don't feel comfortable discussing uncomfortable. Because some people be like, all right, in person, I want to try to get some pussy. I want to try to keep the house together. I want to do this and I want to do that when in person, and then talk about all the uncomfortable shit from a distance. You know what I mean? Like, and then wonder why there's a separation of people of the relationship, because y'all faking it. You know what I mean? Y'all want to have sex. Y'all want to fake like the house all nice, but when y'all away, y'all in y'all thoughts, and now y'all want to text books and get all of your feelings and shit. Well, you didn't have nothing, like Dre said. Dre had nothing to say when we was in person, and you try to hit me up later and to try to give me a transcript or something. It's like, no, like I don't do that. Like, I've gotten books from people, and I'll be like, okay.
yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Okay.
I read what you said.
Yep,
okay.
that's what I do.
And then when I see you, I'm gonna bring that shit up, and I'm gonna quote what the fuck you wrote me.
You're gonna be able to elaborate on.
You said this, and I thought about that shit, because as a man, I'm not prepared for that type of shit. Emotion, like I said, emotion. Me personally, I feel like we built for that type of shit. We got to really think about our words to fully get our feelings across. Because the first thing we say initially might be fucked up. It might not truly. It be close to what we trying to say, but once we get back and forth with a woman, we realize what exactly what we want to say.
Right.
And then make our words, weaponize our words against us, and make it take the words that we tried to express ourselves. Like, now we wrong for expressing ourselves. It's like, nah, you hit me with this, and I responded, and now you trying to switch it back on me, and this and the third, and now I'm in the defense mode. Like, nah, like, I ain't about to keep going back and forth with you, because you built for this shit, and I ain't. So I'm gonna take my time and breathe on this shit, and I'm gonna address this subject when it's a neutral environment. You wired for sound right now. I'm gonna wake up on a Sunday morning and bring that shit up while we laying in the bed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it when it's a neutral environment. The energy is low. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about that uncomfortableness right now. Because in the midst of all that emotion and energy and shit, we could go off and get into some bullshit and we regret it later. Like, nah, like, let's find a neutral zone to discuss what's on your heart. Because, okay, when you text me, I said, okay, because I heard you. I didn't ignore you. I acknowledged that you said what you said, and I give it validity. That don't mean I'm quiet on it, because I don't do the long text and shit. I want to talk to you about this shit. I want you to hear the words coming out of my mouth. I want to hear you explain that shit And when I tell you what I'm feeling, and then maybe we can find some common ground. But trying to get me to have a transcript, I'm paranoid on PTSD. You know what I mean? Like, it was real. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker have transcripts on there. You know what I mean? Like a court reporter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool on that. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your words. I want to hear you say that shit.
I think it's better face to face than the texting, because
and if you
texting ain't the same conversation as seeing a person face to face.
Right. And so if you accept that, if that's the way you built y'all relationship, that means y'all need to rethink y'all whole relationship anyway. That's an unhealthy relationship.
But do you ever take into play that sometimes they text just so you don't get extra heated and emotional and get the, you know what I mean, get to yelling and raising your voice, because now it's through a text. So you can take it how you want to. This is just what I said. But if I say it to you face to face, like, you could be laying there in the bed on that Sunday and saying it calm because y'all in y'all neutral zone, and
still get raw.
And right then and there on the spot.
It's still touching nerve.
Yeah.
It's still fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, I joke with my wife. I said, I can talk my way out of some pussy like the best of them. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck up a wet dream. You know what I mean? With a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not going to hold my tongue. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about none of that shit. If I got something to say, I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to think about my words. And I'm about to bring up a real uncomfortable ass conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, why not? Because if I'm uncomfortable thinking about this shit, that means our relationship ain't comfortable. So how can one person relationship be uncomfortable and the relationship be comfortable?
He had that house phone ring.
Old nigga.
I'm talking about the phone that be on the wall.
You don't want to hear mine. I got the same way. I don't.
That reminded me of that on the wall phone.
My kids told me I got so many features.
Turn it like this.
Yeah, exactly.
I just need to call. And texting ain't made for conversation, for real. It's made to say, I'm on my way. Or I'm at work. I can't talk right now. But I could be having a great day at work, kicking it with my boy Dave, and I open my phone and here she go with this long text, and I read it. My whole attitude done changed. Now, then you get mad because I'm at work and I ain't respond back. Oh, why you ain't respond? Why you ain't do this? It can be shut up. It can be challenging to convey things.
Who is this? Who said that?
Amber the Breezy Butterfly.
Okay. Shout out to Amber.
Yeah, so you
get what she's saying?
Yeah.
Like, far as the text, what we're saying, like, I think the text, like I said, is a different conversation.
Right. Yeah, I don't like the text.
Aggressive versus you talking.
I think that more people need to take a deep breath before they speak their feelings. Because texting, you just get to blurt that shit out with your fingers. You want to,
because you might not get a response and hear from that person ever.
It's like, well, so if you had time to think about it,
then they gonna be.
Because see, that's why I say. That's why I would just say, okay. When a motherfucker, I tell a motherfucker, you ended your sentence with a period. You didn't ask me a question. You stated how you felt. You stated some uncomfortable shit. I'm gonna say, okay, that means I heard you, I acknowledged you. Then when I get my words together, because you had time to sit on this shit, because you're probably mad because I gave you a 2-letter response.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? But
or didn't respond at all. That
right.
makes the person
if you be mad at me because I won't respond. Because if you text me a statement.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's it.
You get the delivery message and say I read it.
Yeah.
You see, I opened it. You know what I'm saying? I read that shit. All right. Well, did you ain't never respond. Like, you ain't asked shit. You just told me some shit. So
I dated somebody, and the text how she sent it, right? It was sent as if it was over. This is me. When you tell me it's over, that's just what it is. If I done that much for you to just say it's over, I'm done, I'm gonna respect you. So you can't get mad if I don't ask why. I'm not gonna ask why. Right. If you're that done, and that's how the text was, but it was telling me like if stuff, if we don't work this out, but that ain't how it was sent. How it was sent was that it was over. Right. Because that's how I presented through text. So I didn't respond. But all her friends were like, man, Dre, you good? What y'all think I done killed myself or something? I just didn't respond. I'm respecting her because in the text, It said don't text or call if this happened. That's what I did. I respected it. You tell me don't text or call. That's just what it is. I'm petty, so I'm not gonna call you.
Oh, you ain't gonna tell us we know.
Yeah, I'm petty. I would. You can be like, it's over, and then she can be like, girl, he about to call. Who? My exes will tell you.
It's petty. I think
my exes will tell you he will not call you back. You tell me it's done and over.
Just
that's
being
just what
quiet
it is.
About it at all. Just not even texting back.
I'm not.
That's gonna make that mind wander. Like,
and I love it.
We got a question about Amber.
Yes, plus women need to address balancing feelings and emotions. Let men get it out and acknowledge gratitude. Yeah, that's a lot to do because sometimes when a man finally does find the words, they not complete.
They're never.
They're not completely accurate because it ain't what we do. But if we feel safe enough to try to talk about our feelings and we say some shit, and all of a sudden they weaponize our words back against us, it makes us want to be like, well, why even say something to you? You know what I mean? Why do I even entertain this? Because you know you can run circles around a nigga emotionally, conversationally. You know what I mean? We physicals. We gonna smack a motherfucker. We gonna do something to somebody when our emotions get involved. That's the way we was trained as young men. You know, but when we dealing with a woman, like, I don't want to put my hands on you. I don't want to yell at you. I don't want to do this shit. And I'm tired of getting pushed in the corner and getting bullied emotionally. Because women can be emotional bullies.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? And lay it on you. And then because, like you said, your vocabulary might not be that good. You might not be emotionally balanced like somebody else. And you struggle with finding your words. And because you struggle, she just whip you around like you Kunta Kinte in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't good at that. And she just keep taking advantage of that and not giving you the space or the forum to find your words, to let you fumble through your emotions, to try to find the right words, is because you trying to express yourself. I'm trying. Because I can sit here and not say nothing and just be like the RCA dog and look at you like with the gangster like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's a choice. I'm trying to find these words. And then when I do try to find these words, you take that shit and flip it on me because that ain't what I see. You know, like now you weaponizing the
master manipulator.
Right. Emotional. It's emotional. As I said, it's emotional bullying. You know what I'm saying? Because they think about this shit when we ain't. And by the time they present it to us, a woman infested over that shit for a while.
I don't fester over shit. I'm gonna let you know immediately.
You know what I mean? But you're a rare breed, though.
You're rare. It ain't always like that.
You're a rare breed.
You might not like it.
Because some women don't like to be confrontational.
Nope.
All women ain't confrontational. But some women want to express themselves without confrontation.
Because at the end of the conversation, they want to be right.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's
I ain't finna argue and play the right fight.
No.
I ain't about to do that either.
No, I will sit there and let it.
What does right matter when you expressing yourself? There's no right or wrong when you fucking expressing yourself. I'm expressing myself. If you saying what you say, that's how you feel. I hear you. I hear you. And now you're gonna hear me. And now we can try to work on what you heard from me and I heard from you. But trying to find the who right and who wrong and who win this conversation. Like you got a toxic relationship for real because that's how this shit works. Because the motherfucker told me some shit a long time ago. So you got to learn how to agree to disagree. We don't have to fucking agree on every subject to love each other.
And like you said, I could tell if you're not listening to me, and if you ain't listening to me, this is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Walk away.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
Go walk. I gotta pee.
And on that note,
yeah, man.
We ain't got no women's question. We done. We good. We almost on the door.
I want to ask. It ain't no women's question, but I did want to ask. How did y'all feel about that video y'all seen? Where how everybody just let that young man lay there on the ground like that?
In the club.
How did y'all feel? I heard him say, "He got the new Jordans on. Take your shoes off." But the security didn't check his pulse because, you're supposed to check for people. He could hit his head, anything.
My name been in it. Mm. That's when it comes to that type of shit. Because, I just seen people get mobbed and come to find out you fucking with somebody's little sister.
They did something to him.
You did some goofy ass shit. Like you trying to fuck on my little sister or some shit. You did some stuff like this. You did some nasty shit. And I finally caught you. You thought you were safe. And they catch you out of pocket. You know what I mean? And I've also seen whole ass
So
nigga
basically,
shit.
you don't
So it's
know.
like I done tried to get into that type shit. If I'm not personal with the person, when I see
Right.
shit jumping off, I'm leaving because I think guns
I get
anyway.
it.
I'm in the wind because I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't nobody I know. That's y'all issue, player.
I get
You know
it.
what I'm saying? I ain't here to save the world. My name ain't Jesus or Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't get in the area situation. Now, if it's somebody I care about, then it's a little different. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
Oh, she said some shit. She said some shit. That's some shit.
a lot of wounded people perceive confrontation to be bad. There can be so much growth and development gained in the space of disagreement. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I that's why I don't have no problem disagreeing with nobody, because I learned something from with different perspectives. That's why I have no problem with speaking my own. Not to try to make nobody feel less than or make nobody to find a right or wrong or overtalk somebody. Is because I feel like I grow, even though I do a lot of talking on this show. That don't mean I don't learn a lot from the interaction we get from the people online or from our general interactions
Right.
here. You know what I'm saying? Because if iron sharpens iron. And if you keep staying in your safe zone and keep listening to the same old shit, how do you ever get better? You got to challenge yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You got to challenge yourself and question, like, why do I believe the faith I believe in? Why do I love the way I love? Why do I choose to be the way that I am? Because everything we do is a choice. We ain't forced to do nothing. And a lot of people be trying to put the blame game on it. Oh, it's this or it's that. Like, nah, own your shit. You did that shit. That's why I said when I did my shit in the streets, I own my shit. I did that shit.
Own it.
If I did that. If I did something in the relationship fucked up, guess what? I did that. You know what I mean? Okay, now where do we go?
I believe eventually somebody did check on the young man and get him up and get him up out of there. But am I say that? You said my name Bennett and I ain't in it?
Yeah. I just wanted to know.
Niggas get knocked out every day, B.
And the reason behind it is different. So who am I to come in and try to figure out, was y'all right for mopping this nigga or was y'all wrong for mopping this nigga?
Y'all back on.
I'm not the judge, the jury, or the execution.
Get off
I'm just moving.
A question.
I'm just moving for my personal safety. When I see bullshit jumping off, I find an exit. Because at the end of the day, I go to places and I want to live. And gunplay is so fast. You know what I mean? By the time you see the gun, it's too late.
But I got shot by a BB gun.
And it hurt ready. But shit,
I ain't
man.
trying to get shot by no regular one.
We great get up out of here, man. Shout out to Worldwide. Shout out to Let's Talk About It Fridays. Shout out to Men's Motivational Mondays. Shout out to Star Quality. Shout out to Busy One. Shout out to the women who be wilding out on Wednesday. Y'all better check them out this Wednesday at 9 o'clock. It's going down.
Shout out to Chris.
I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna get up here with you.
Wait, what would y'all?
Yeah.
What would y'all say to the young men out here what would y'all say positive before we get off of here? Like about the situations, period, about what we were talking about earlier. Positive. Or just anything pertaining to art.
Every action has a reaction. So please think about your next move and make your next move your best move.
Oh, then we out of here then.
I say like at the end of the day, every life has value. Every life has value, whether you understand the value or nothing. Everybody is loved by somebody. So we gotta be so quick to be thinking that we have the ability or we have the option to just take a life because we don't agree with somebody or we don't like something. Like we got to get past that as a culture. Like life is important. You know what I mean? When somebody died, somebody cried. Damn near every time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I could have just beat this nigga up. I could have just, you know, even if I can't fight, I could have caught this nigga, busted him upside the head with a bat or something. I ain't have to kill this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't have to go there. Like life is life. And when we start devaluing life, how do we value our own? You gotta value somebody. If you value your own life, you should value somebody else's. You know what I mean? Because I tell a motherfucker like this: if it ain't worth killing you over, it ain't even worth fighting.
Nope.
I don't even want to argue with you, my nigga. If it ain't worth extinguishing your life, which is only a few things that put you in that criteria, then there's nothing for us to even tongue wrestle about. You have your perspective, I have my perspective. They happen to differ, and it's okay. Ain't no right or wrong in perspectives.
And these motherfuckers is killing each other off of different perspectives and different ideas and different thoughts. It's like, why you just can't let a nigga be?
He said, be stronger than your mind.
I work with them every day. Like, that's what I do. That's my job, is to work with men that's bouncing back. And I tell the young men right now, when you get out, the bounce back hard.
Amber, we love you.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody out
said,
there.
I love y'all. Go deeper and deep and stay shy. Don't shy away from taboo topics.
I heard.
And then Chris or somebody said, be stronger than your mind. And I like what she said before we get off of here. I like this comment. I gotta say this comment. Wait a minute, what did she say? I gotta go in here. Oh, she said, another great episode. Thank you, men, for your vulnerability. I grow every time I listen. That's beautiful. That's what
thank you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
She said she grow every time she listen. So y'all most definitely be talking y'all shit. Y'all most definitely just be real about how y'all feel though. That's the whole issue.
That's why I love the podcast. This is like my what they call it, my therapy.
Therapy. I was about to say therapy.
Because what I got to, because I'm gonna tell my testimony one day. I ain't there yet, but what I deal with from Tuesday to Sunday, being the same day, I got my grandson cussing and all this, bro. What I'm going through, God working it out though. I ain't gonna tell it yet, but God working it out. But when I come here, I look forward. I think about, like, I'm going to podcast. Gail, he like, I ain't gonna, like, I'm gonna be there because this is my therapy, dude. This is where I can be me with no judgment.
Facts.
You ain't gotta be around. And let me just say this real quick. What I learned in church Sunday, the pastor said, you need to pick the right people when you're in the valley. You need to pick the right people when you get out the valley. He's like, if you hang with the people that led you to the valley and you bring them out, he said, guess where you're going to end back up? In the valley. He said a lot of people go back to doing what they do because they still go back to the ones that they was with and led them there. But he said, sometimes you got to choose some people that you never thought you would hang with. Because he said, I don't care what you've done in life. It's somebody that ain't doing what you do that respect you and really want to connect with you. He like, it's a good person for every bad person in your life. He's like, we always think like, oh, I done did this much, can on nobody. He's like, it's somebody, like Sam said, somebody love you. You just got to find them.
Or let them find you.
Yeah, or let them find you.
And we out of here.
We out of here.
A chest on. So I see a big one with a fake name up. I got a big man. Smash. Still up on the block getting more cheddar cheese. Getting more money than that. Load the rest of these.
Yeah. True accolades and academics. Rough, rugged, wild boy from start to finish. Don't finish with all my 10 toes. Put my heel down, cap, muscle slow, taking over the industry and never industry. Rearranging the game, how right with the freedom of speech. I got a right hand, it's daily, but they left in a big man. Cause I'm counting money pools, got me standing on top of stove. Top with the fumes, going straight to my nose. See what to do, they made a bigger problem industries. I let them know that I'm right now with the speech. Everybody got a hand out on Turkey Day, but I'm truly thankful. I'm getting bags in a major way. I get honey after honey, the big face, big money, the big race. The lost in the sauce misplaced. The guys still don't know how to get it. A grand rate through the tri-state. My area is better than the veterans with the medicine. They talking like, who can do it better than him? I'm on the block getting big cash, serving dog food, heroin money, grown trees.